It was a campaign that began a decade ago. It's known as the BDS movement, and it's gaining renewed interest. Now, it calls for the boycott of companies operating out of Jewish settlements in the West Bank. But as Nick Robertson reports, the boycott also affects Palestinian workers.
You don't see the Palestinian workers' faces, and you don't see the Israeli farm's name on the boxes. We were asked not to film them. Business here in an Israeli settler farm in the Jordan Valley is a sensitive issue since a European boycott of settler businesses began to bite.
A lot of the customers don't want the pepper because they grow in the Jordan Valley.
He inherited the farm from his father, employs 40 to 200 Palestinians depending on the season. Those we talked to off camera here told us the boycott hurts all. But that's not a view shared by Palestinians pushing the boycott.
They need their jobs, but they also need their freedom. So settlements are illegal, period. Even if they employ Palestinians, that doesn't make them less illegal.
Boycott Israel! Boycott Israel!
Barghouti helped found BDS, the Boycott, Divest and Sanctions movement. 10 years of trying to shut down Israeli settlements, now gaining momentum.
Start with plain water.
Recently campaigning against movie actress Scarlett Johansson's promotion of SodaStream, which has a factory in a settlement.
SodaStream's CEO made that claim that actually it's boosting their revenues, and then the news came from the stock market that it took a nosedive, a 3.5% decline.
At the Sagot winery, another Israeli settler business, the CEO tells me the boycott is actually buoying his sales.
In the last few weeks, I got hundreds phone calls, emails all over the world. People asking, say, you know what, I would like to buy one case, but now when I heard about what's going on about the boycott, I would like to order 10 cases.
They make 150,000 litres of wine a year. Israelis handle the bottling in the kosher factory. Palestinians work in the fields. For settlers like Berg, BDS is an enemy that is blind to the benefits businesses like his bring to Palestinians.
In Sagot winery, we're paying four times more the salary here than it will go 100 meters and will work in the Palestinian Authority.
The moment you give up to blackmail, to coercion, to extortion, it never ends.
Dani Diane represents settlers and their businesses, calls them a model of cooperation and scoffs at the idea a boycott can hurt them.
The 800 plants we have in Judea and Samaria, the agriculture, wineries, dates, peppers, etc. contribute a couple of billions of dollars to Israel's economy.
Israel's cabinet, meanwhile, is worried. Recently, they met to figure out how to fight BDS, as some major European pension funds cut support for Israeli settler businesses. Israel's finance minister says there is a lot at stake, that 33% of Israel's export is to Europe, and that a successful boycott could cost $5.7 billion and lead to a drop in the standard of living here.
This is uncharted territory for Israel. This is hitting the banks.
In the Jordan Valley, it's not their pocketbook that will make settlers pack up, but the belief doing so will bring peace. If there is not going to be peace because of me, he says, then yes, I will give up my land. But if not, I will not leave this place. I will not compromise. This is our home. And so far, no one here thinks that kind of deal is on the horizon. Nick Robertson, CNN, the West Bank.
You can get more on that story on our website, cnn.com/MME. You can also join us on Facebook. Give us your thoughts on the program. That's it for this edition of CNN Marketplace Middle East. I'm Leonie Lakhani. Thanks for watching.